So, good morning, guys. This is my morning brief video. Before I forget, be sure and like the video on YouTube and retweet me on Twitter, Gumby9662C, if you get a chance. Leave some comments if you like the video and if you see some stuff I don't see. Okay, I appreciate it. It's early in the morning here, so I'm trying to keep my voice down a little bit. Okay. Some things I'm looking at, guys. So basically, we have a regression channel right here. Okay, and whenever the Fed came out Wednesday, we broke that regression channel. Started back, the 10th of last month. We broke down against that, and we came crashing down. So what you can do now at these highs, you can anchor a new regression channel right here. Take it to the current price, and if you zoom in, my main takeaway this morning, this is the first, we're getting the first candles above the midline on that regression channel. So, so be aware of that scenario, initial scenario this morning, that we are, potentially maybe going to test the top of our regression channel. Okay. And if you notice the top of this line right here, that puts us back up into that 3780 area. Okay. So just keep that in the back of your mind here. So I'm going to take the regression channel off there so I don't have too much stuff on my chart. And now we're going to go smaller time frame real quick here. We'll zoom in here at some of the current trends we've got going on price action. Okay. And some things, yeah, there we go. That'll work really good there. So basically we came down, we got a basing pattern down here. Uh, oh yeah, I wanted to show you about this. The white channel down here, I wanted to show you that too before I actually switch here real quick. So that white channel, guys, so this looks like a downtrending channel. We came down into it, so a second time here, came down into this downtrending channel. So if this turns out to be a valid, then we're going to be coming back inside this white channel early in today's session. So we want to really keep this on watch here near the open and see if we can come back down inside this downward channel in today's session. It's been most of our day down in this area down here. That would put us down here below the 37.35 early on in today's session. Don't know if we can do it or not. Right now things look a little bit more constructed to the upside than the downside. So be aware of that. Now let's go down to smaller time frame here, guys. And we'll zoom in. Okay. Some trends I'm looking at real quick here. So uh, some things I'm looking at. This is our this would be our opening print right here. Okay. And our close would be over here around the 12 let's see, 1600, I think. Yeah, 16. So our close would be over here. Okay. So what I'm looking here for Friday's close. Okay, some things I'm looking at right here. Uh, everything down here below the 3780, we're technically still in price discovery to the downside. So that's the main takeaway that I want to go on here. We got lower highs still intact. Okay, and we're in a down, still hugging this downtrend trend. Okay, so there's a lot of reasons to think that we're bearish. Okay, so we'll keep that in the back of our mind here. Now we do have this upward, this trend, this upper trend. We are right here right now. Here it is, 5 o'clock in the morning. We are trying to cross out above that, so be aware of that also. Okay, as of yesterday, uh, our opening range low. Okay, so our opening range for 15 minutes, 30 minutes low, that's right up here above us. So we haven't even got through our opening range low from yesterday yet. So that's a little bit more bearish as well. So anytime you're opening below the prior day's opening range low, that tends to be a little bit more bearish as well. So there's a lot of things to think that we might be falling down, but we don't want to overthink it too much here. Okay, so uh, but like I said, 3780 is critical here. That's your bull bear cross area, and that's also the July close. Okay, so if they were to repair some stuff today, you would think that they could repair it up to 3780. So let's keep that in the back of your mind. And like I said, we are trading above this current channel, suggesting they're trying their best to try to dig themselves out of the hole we've gotten ourselves in for the week since the Fed came out and broke down the pattern, because this is a broken chart pattern. Okay, so do not understate. So we spent all day yesterday well below this regression. Okay, and it is still a very much valid broken chart pattern. Now, what I would have liked to have seen coming into today, us not on the top side of this channel, but more to the bottom side of that channel for a continuation to the downside. And initially, we're not getting that this morning. So, you have to be very mindful of that. Okay. Some things I'm looking at here. So we came, I had mentioned yesterday, into the close. Go back over here my 2 minute real quick. Will that show up? Yes. So yesterday we were looking for a target, a down target, into this area right here for the close. Okay. And instead we found support at higher prices. Okay. And that wasn't actually a good support there. Let me show you real quick the reason why we stopped right there. Where's it at here? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Yeah, there it is, 9:30. So yesterday we had yeah. So right here, this line right here, see that little that is a hammer candle right there. So that acted as support going into the close. We looked below it, and they defended it for the close. Okay, that hammer right there on our opening range, and then that acted. So you had, I like to have 2 or 3 touches, to confirm that as a critical area, and that's what proved to be the case. Even though we came down, they defended that area right there. Ideally, we were looking for a move down to this trend line here, which didn't do it in the cast session. So what you can do, 4:30, you can mark that level out, and that's what, or the 4 o'clock hour, mark that level out and put a trend line right there. And what we did in the overnight session, we came down to that, and we found that that was a valid area because we back tested it and came off of it. So we found that to be a very valid support area for the overnight session, and now we've rallied up ever since. Okay, so that's a pretty healthy move. So we're 25 points off, more than 25 points off the lows, the overnight session lows here, and we are trying, potentially trying to break out of this downtrend as well. Okay, so be mindful of that. It does really look like we're going to be coming up to these opening range lows from yesterday. Possibly even before the cash open, the 3760 area. Okay, so be mindful of that. It does really look like that is the case, and maybe we're trying to repair the damage from the Fed, and we might actually be coming up to 3780 today. But right here, right now, everything is still suggesting a uh, bullish bullish early morning here. So like, these are your critical possible short points: 3760, 3780 area, 30 or 37, 3780 area, something like that. These are your areas that you would want to, if you think that we could roll back down and stay into this consolidation down here, then that's what you would look for. Now, in a very bullish case, okay, uh, you know, we are looking for a potential, okay, on a very bullish case here of 38.15 today. So be 38.15, 38.24. So, be mindful that can happen. We can get a short squeeze that is contrary to what everybody's believing. We were all day yesterday. We were all bearish. We can get a very powerful bear market rally here, all the way up, into over 3,800 today. So be very mindful of that scenario. So uh, be very, be very careful. Okay, be extremely careful, guys. So, uh, so like so we are below the July close in the markets, so that's bearish as well. So we got a lot of stuff to get back through, a lot of resistance areas to get back through. It's really hard. It's going to be really hard to get through the 3780. But if we do get through that, we could very easily short squeeze all the way up into the, like I said, the 3825 area. So be quite mindful of that scenario. And then if they really want to get bullish, that puts us all the way back up into 3900. Okay, that's the bottom of that last month regression. So you can't even rule that out, a possibility that we could rocket ship to 3900 today. So you definitely want to, if some sort of catalyst were to do this, I know it's crazy to think that we could be at 3900 to close the week out, but stranger things have happened. So uh, be quite mindful. But right here, everything now, right here, right now, everything is it's looking like the potential of a short squeeze setting up here. So I definitely want to keep this float that in the back of everybody's mind. Okay, thanks for watching, and like I said, like my video if you like it, and I will see you guys in the trading room.